They were students who were indisciplined. And therefore, the height of indiscipline, it has grown in them and they are there. Go to the hospitals. If you get to the hospitals, we have some nurses and doctors. People are there suffering. Instead of taking care of them, they will be sitting somewhere gossiping. There are even some nurses, they go to the hospital, they see people, like people who are having HIV and other things. They even laugh at them using labels like Henry number 4, HIV. And they are mocking them. Why? That is not their work they have to do there. They have to take care of the patients. Highly indisciplined. They were indisciplined in the school and they have gone to their workplaces and they are indisciplined. We have drivers who are indisciplined. Don't overload your cars. They overload their cars where they have told them. Yes. These were people who were indisciplined in school. So if I want to give you the list, I will give you the list unended. Yeah.
Go.
If we want to talk, we will talk unendlessly. This is what I will say. That habit is very easy to acquire. Habit. H-A-B-I-T is very easy to acquire a habit. But difficult, very, very difficult to leave a habit. Let me show you this. Habit as I spelt it, H-I-B-I-T. If you acquire it, you will gradually leave it. And therefore, if you acquire a negative habit, they're very difficult to leave a negative habit. The H goes, we get a bit of it there. Remove the A, bit is there. Take the B out, it is there. So, if we are looking into these things, then we will see a lot of things that are showing indiscipline in the lives of people. I've said things over and over to my students. I said, the attitude and the aptitude of your life would determine your altitude. Yes, your attitude and your aptitude would determine your altitude. So how you behave, how you do your things will show where we will end in life. And this is what our students are not doing. And that is what is killing us. Sometimes our wars are pleading. We plead with our students just to behave positively. Yet, they don't. And it is our duty as teachers to do that and put disciplinary measures in our students. We've been doing our best. Yet, we cannot do all. But we're still pleading with people in our society and in the students in our schools that let them pick a positive attitude. Let them act and behave very well, and that will help them. Take yesterday's incident. Students who misbehaved in a school, there were some of them who were not part, yet all of them are affected. They took the law into their own hands. They misbehaved. Yet, what they are looking for, they have not got it. And they are now at home. Who is going to take them again into their schools? No one. Who loses at the end? Students. So why do we go into these things? We need to avoid them. We do need to run away from them. And we need to place ourselves in a positive places. Students, we can do better. Students, we can behave well. Students, we can show more that is in us than the negative things we are putting out there. And that is what we can do. My final word is, no matter how you are, you can be at the wrong side of life, yet God is with you. Yes. And therefore, so far as God is with us at all points of life, then we can do something that is right. Don't say I'm negative. I cannot change. Everybody is liable to change. And it is true. We can change. Thank you very much.
Can I just probably endorse what you said? And I think 60% of education is in the home front and 40% is in the schools. We as parents have a responsibility, and I'm talking to all parents. We have to prepare our children so that when they go out, they can be responsible citizens. And as you were talking about a lot of indiscipline, that's all across the board. And these are the same parents that are raising children that are indisciplined. So if we sit here today and talking to kids or to students about indiscipline, and we have not tackled the problem, because when there's a problem, you have to look at the root
Cause. Yeah.
the cause. And as parents, have we lost the responsibility to be role models to our kids? Would our kids want to be like us when we grow up? And these are all the questions that we really need to ask. You know, kids, they emulate. If you come home and they see that, you know, you have not done your responsibility, even in the home front, between the husband and the wife, if you are supposed to be the head of the household and you are not taking your responsibility and your children are seeing that, that family becomes disgruntled. And when you have a family that's disgruntled, they go to the schools and they create such mayhem. And then there's nobody to tell them not to do it. So now, even grown-ups themselves, when they're in discipline, nobody can talk to them. So if you are grown up and you have children and you're in discipline, and even your own parents and even your family, we have we need to go back to basics. We need to sit back and claim our throne and our responsibilities in our family, so that when we tell our children, don't do this, it means don't do it. We are the parents. And we are the ones that feed our children. We are the ones that give them the responsibility. Let us start giving children in our home responsibility. If you have a boy in your home, instead of getting a gardener, let them cut the grass.
Correct.
Let them wash your car for you. If they have siblings, let them take a walk. Let them help them with their homework. These are things that really help in fostering responsibility and discipline. So if it is not in the home front, the teachers cannot control them, because the mothers cannot, the fathers cannot control them. So we have to look at the root of the problem and where this is coming before we can talk about discipline at the school level. We have to talk about discipline in the streets, because when your children are disciplined at home, they can be out in the street, they will show that same discipline. I'm not saying that most parents are not doing their part, but we have not enforced. We need to be the enforcers. We need to show the kids we are the parents, whether they like it or not. Responsibility, and give your kids responsibility in the home, so that when they go, if the teacher says, do this, they will do it. And sir, I applaud you for saying that. When you are preaching something, you have to practice it. You cannot be a teacher and said, do this, and you are doing something totally different. So as grown-ups, sometimes when people disrespect you, you have to ask yourself, what did I contribute to that disrespect? So these are the questions as a community, as a people, we have to ask ourselves, because there's a lot of indiscipline in the home front. We hire people. We have people working for us, people that are sitting there and you're trying to succeed, and there are so many people that are undermining the process. So we have to really talk about this and have a really dialogue. Attitudinal change. We need to change our attitudes. Until we change that, the discipline is not going to be realized.
Thank you. Well, viewers, I'm afraid that's all we have for you in this particular edition of the National Bantaba Forum. Until I come your way next week, thank you very much for your time.
Keyamu alala soroleti waja koleti